Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Ruth Marquise with Keller Williams Real Estate. And I wanted to talk about why you can't buy a house. A lot of times people think that they can't buy a house because they have thoughts in their mind. I have bad credit. I can't save money. I'm not ready for a house. There's a lot of repairs you got to make. There's a lot of responsibility, blah, 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 right? And the real reason why you can't buy a house is because of your thinking. It's because you don't believe. You don't believe that you can buy a house. Like, I'm listening to a video and she's talking about the law of attraction, and she was like, she didn't have any money, she didn't have anything saved, she didn't have the best credit, but she started listening to the law of attraction and she's like, oh, okay. So she started believing, I'm gonna get this house. I know this is the house that I want. I'm not gonna let this happen. Like, things start moving when you start believing that you can do something. It's amazing. Like, this happened to me recently where it's like, production wise, I was started to shift my thinking like, oh, I'll only get this, and this is this person's goal, and I guess I can't do better than that, and blah blah blah. And then when I started shifting it, and I'm like, whoa, hold up, wait a minute, I could do a lot more than I think. I can start getting where I want to go. It's more like, whatever you believe, that's what you're gonna get. If you believe you can't do it, then you're not gonna do it. So when you don't believe, it's like, it's the only thing that's stopping you are negative thoughts, negative thinking. Let's take this motivational thing and let's take this real estate thing and put it together, because a lot of buyers that could be buyers, they just don't believe. How many times do I talk to somebody with bad credit and they be like, well, they say, I have bad credit, Ruth. And I'm like, really, you do? I say, what's the number? I don't even want to tell you, Ruth. I don't want to tell you. And then they be like, and I'm like, you giving me a number that you already, you're qualified. Like, you thinking it's bad credit, but you're not understanding that it's not bad credit for buying a house right now, because the government wants to help you buy a house. So this is why you have programs like FHA and all that stuff. So if you want something, if you want a house, if you want a car, if you want a better job, you have to think in a way like, I'm going to get it. This is mine. Like, it has changed everything to just say, you know what, I believe in myself. I'm confident that I can do whatever it takes to get it done. So if you start putting the things, that's why I'm trying to make it more practical for you, the information, make it more practical, and just using a house as an example. You can take it and take house out and make anything else, put anything else in that place. If you want a promotion, that's what you do. I'm gonna get this promotion. This is my promotion. This is what I'm gonna do. And matter of fact, if they don't want to give it to me, I'll go get promoted somewhere else. I'll go promote myself. I'll go promote myself and get myself a job, you know? So there's a lot of things that you can do to get yourself out of that negative space, because if you're staying in that negative space and you feel like you can't do something, guess what? Whatever you think, that's what's gonna happen. Thoughts are things. So that's what's going to happen. So number one, you don't believe you can get it done when it comes to buying a house, and you don't believe you can get it done. You don't believe you can save the money. You don't believe you can fix your credit. You don't believe that. Like, some people think they have bad credit and that's how it's going to be forever. But the real, somebody's like, I paid to get that stuff off, Ruth. I was like, don't you know that's the game? That's the game. You pay to get it off. Or you get credit repair, or that's nothing but them taking stuff off that don't belong. Or that's just you seeing what's the minimum amount. Tell me you haven't used your Credit Karma to be like, let me see how much I can just pay. What's the minimum amount I can pay to boost my score? Exactly. So you play the credit game, and that's what you do. But don't say, I can't get it done. I always have bad credit, or I'm bad at saving money. I'm bad at this. You know what? The difference between someone that I tell, hey, you're 2 to 3 months away from buying a house, and the difference between somebody I say you're 6 months away from buying a house, is night and day. The 2 to 3 month person, they're like, you know what, in 2 months is gonna go by quickly, so let me get myself together, let me, that's gonna give me enough time to do this and do that. The 6 month person, what do? It'll happen, whatever. And really, in their mind, they just don't believe. So don't be that person that doesn't believe. Like, tell yourself, I can do it, I can save, I can get everything done. A side note, right? So I was watching a video on a cleaning routine, and she was like, yeah, that's my cleaning routine that I do. I am so excited that I started my cleaning routine, And I'm like doing one thing at a time, because I'm like, no, my house will never get clean. But I'm doing one part at a time. So every day I'm working on just one thing: sweep all the floors, or pick up at all the floors, or and another day is clean the kitchen or clean the bathroom or whatever. And it's like, you would not believe, like, oh my gosh, things are changing. That's exactly how it is when you start to believe that you can do something. You're like, you know what, I might not believe I can do the whole thing, but I'll believe for this small part. So number 2 is you don't believe you deserve it. I don't need a house, and I don't think I can get one. Everybody act like a house is like winning the lottery. Like, it's just a house. It's another payment or something that you gotta pay. Like, it's a house, and people want to give you a loan. Just qualify for it. Just do what they ask you to do. They give you a long list. My lenders are great at telling you exactly what you need to do. I need you to pay this to $425. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I need you to wait. I need you to open up a secure credit card. I need for $200. All these different things, but you have to believe that you deserve this house. You have to believe, like, you know what, I work really hard. Why give it over to my landlord? I have to live somewhere anyway. I might as well own. I might as well invest in my future. So believe that you deserve a house, a starter home. It doesn't have to be your dream home, but it's yours, right? That's like everybody wants to get their first nice car. They think their first car is going to be a BMW, a Lexus, or whatever. And guess what? You just need to get from point A to B. You might have to drive that celebrity. What's my first car? I don't know what it was, but it was not popping at all. That car broke down on me like every month. It was crazy. But just get yourself into a starter home and then start to dream about something bigger. So just stop, just being in la la land, and try to find something that is practical and something that you don't mind moving into, and I'll find you something pretty. Right. Number 3, you don't believe in the process. Okay. So a lot of times people don't believe in the process of, fixing their credit, and they just feel like it'll never change. But all you got to do is take the steps. Pay it. Sorry, guys. Pay exactly what you need to pay, and know that the stuff will fall off. Know that things will happen where, it will just, over time, in this I call it a 90-day process. In my mind, it's 30 days. 90 days from the time you say, Ruth, I'm gonna buy a house. You can save $5,000 in 90 days. You can fix your credit in 90 days if it's not, that bad. You know what I'm saying? But yes, trust in the process, and know that, look, this is what I have to do. It's gonna be a little stressful. I gotta get some paperwork together. I gotta get my money together. I gotta get my mind together, and I'd have to trust the process, that this person knows what they're doing and they'll help me get to the finish line. So number 4, you don't believe it can happen to you. Like, why don't you believe that it can happen for you? If you see other people doing something, you got to know that you can do that as well. As long as I see somebody doing something, I know that that's possible for me to do it as well. It doesn't take intelligence. It doesn't take anything. It just takes following instructions and keeping your disciplines up. Keep your disciplines. Small little disciplines lead to bigger disciplines, and then you will have what you want, which is what? A house. So that's why you can't get a house, because you don't believe. So all you got to do is switch that up and believe. And I told you guys before in a prior video, take all your negative thoughts, list them out, and then I want you to flip them. I can't buy a house. I can buy a house. I don't deserve it. I do deserve it. And then I want you to play that in your mind all the time. So you'll say, I do deserve a house. The next thing is, what can I do to deserve it? How can I look on paper like I deserve a house? How can I go and produce income on paper so that the bank can think I deserve a house? I have to convince the bank that I deserve a house. And that is why we're not eating out right now, because we want to look like we deserve a house. After you get the house, do whatever you want. All right, bye. This is Ruth and Marquise Haynes with Keller Williams Real Estate. Comment below and let me know what you are going to do to change your mind and believe in yourself that you can do this. And if you have any questions, comment below. Thank you so much. Bye.